Hi everyone, this is Hal Crosman with Screenwriting U, and today we're going to talk about how your characters either sell or don't sell your screenplay. In this video, I'm going to present a breakthrough that changed everything that we knew about characters. We're going to look at 7 recommendations that can improve your lead characters and help you to sell your script. And we'll introduce you to the class, Creating Roles for Movie Stars, that just might be the thing that makes the big difference for you. This all started when I had a conversation about 3 years ago with a producer at Universal, and he said, anyone can create a character. He says, people are creating characters all over the place. He says, a few people can actually create interesting characters, but he said, the ones that really stand out are the ones that can create characters that sell. To that producer, a character that sells stood out from all the rest. And so what we realized, and this was the big breakthrough, was that for the agent, the producer, and the A-list actor, your lead characters are actually a business decision, right? They either help you get funding, they increase the chance that a studio will give a green light, they increase the chance that other producers will sign on, that a director will sign on, all of those kinds of things. Which means if you want to sell your screenplay, those lead characters are also a business decision for you too. And that brings us to a paradox. For most people, you want to create characters you love, right? And it probably feels like those characters you love come up against characters that sell. Like there's a competition between the two, or like the two can't exist together. But what we were looking for was, how do you create characters you love that become characters that sell? So you're starting with what you care about, with what matters to you, and then making sure that it also is something that a production company could care about. To do that, we went through 3 years of research, and during that period of time, we interviewed about 30 different actors' production companies. Now, what we were looking for was, how do these actors make decisions? What's important to that production company? How does that producer work together with that actor? And by the way, what's all of this got to do with how you write the screenplay? And that brings us to our 7 recommendations that increase the chance that you'll win contest or sell your screenplay. And our first recommendation, you've already heard, but I'd like you to look even deeper. It's to make sure that your lead characters are inherently dramatic characters. Now, you've already seen the video portion, but I promise you there is much more to this. What you want to do is create a professional level character profile for each of your lead characters, and then your job is to write from that profile. One easy way to do it, at least somewhat easy, is to search for the traits, motivation, dilemma, paradoxes, and the other parts of the character that has them naturally be dramatic. One way to do that is just to go into your screenplay and start to look, where does this character show up as dramatic? And what does that imply about who they are as a character? Now, the more of those moments you find, the more you're going to gain an understanding of who your character is when they're being naturally dramatic. Recommendation number 2 is to make sure that your lead characters stand out. Now, what we're talking about here is looking for the one big thing that makes your lead character special in this movie, and possibly even inside this genre. You had a chance to see a little bit of that in the 310 to Yuma video, and really your job is to not only make them special, but be willing to have them stand out in a big way. There's a lot of scripts that have all the characters kind of at the same level, but for an actor to sign on, their character really needs to stand out in that movie. Recommendation number 3 is to have your lead characters be taking the most interesting actions. Now, first, of course, you want to make sure that your lead characters are in action. So it's not just a lot of talking head scenes, but instead they're doing something, and that those actions are truly interesting. And then don't let your supporting characters take more interesting actions. I see this a lot where screenplays come in and the supporting characters are the ones who are doing the most interesting things. If you find that happening in your script, I encourage you to look and see if maybe you should have the lead characters taking those particular actions. Recommendation number 4 is that you fill your lead characters with subtext. And the easiest way to do that is to look for how your lead characters are already naturally expressing subtext in your screenplay. And then make that a bigger part of that character. So if you find that they have a tendency to be deceptive when under pressure, or they have a tendency to be polite when they're really thinking something else, you can use that throughout the rest of your script. Recommendation number 5. Your introduction sells the character. And this is not a small thing. I'd like you to pretend that the only pages that an actor or their representative will see is the introduction of their character, because very often that's the truth. And then write that introduction in a way that sells that character. Write that introduction in a way that gives us a deep insight into who they are, that puts them in action, and that makes them a truly interesting character that, again, if the actor only saw those 3 pages, they would say, oh my God, I have to be that character, saying those lines of dialogue and doing those things. Number 6 is that you build unique character into your structure. Now, the truth is your plot is a series of events, but those events grow from character, even when they seem that they're being forced on the character. So you want to use your unique character to enhance your plot and your structure. And if you can marry the two, character and structure, you're going to have a much, much more interesting and cohesive screenplay. Recommendation number 7 is that you give your lead characters their own unique voice throughout the script. And that usually happens when you've created a compelling character profile. Now, at that point, what you want to do is you want to make sure that that voice shows up throughout their dialogue. And, of course, that's going to take a little more effort, but we've got a pretty good strategy for doing that. So these are our recommendations that will increase the chance that your script can sell. These are not tricks. They're comprised of strategies and techniques that are specifically designed to appeal to actors, producers, and agents. And what you're going to find out is that we've only scratched the surface. If you liked these videos, you'll love what you learn in the class that we've created. It's called Creating Roles for Movie Stars, and it's a brand new model that came directly from interviews with actors' production companies. It'll give you a series of step-by-step processes that you can instantly apply to your current script. And, best of all, it's done online, which means you can do it anytime, anywhere, 24 hours a day. Now, in the Movie Stars class, you'll end up taking your 2 lead characters through the entire process. You'll elevate their quality. You'll make them special. You'll give them a unique voice. And then you'll translate all of that into their action, their dialogue, and into the structure of your entire screenplay. For 4 weeks, you'll improve your characters every single day of the class. In Module 1, you'll be designing inherently dramatic characters, which you've already heard a lot about. But I promise you, the 2 videos you've seen are only a small part of that particular puzzle. In Module 2, you'll focus on the actor's needs, and you'll become really good at making your characters irresistible to actors. In Module 3, you'll learn how to use actor bait and how to intrigue an A-list actor with a particular scene that is designed to entice them. And in Module 4, you'll find out how to fill your script with A-list characters so that every page, every line of dialogue delivers the best you can for that particular character. And to assist you at becoming proficient in really understanding this model, you'll get complete character profiles for The Devil Wears Prada, Good Will Hunting, Casablanca, Bull Durham, The Sixth Sense, and other screenplays. Our promise is this. Every character that you create from now on will be more professional and more attractive to contest and the movie business. That's what this whole thing is about. And for a guarantee, the truth is nobody can guarantee that you're going to sell a screenplay, but we make our guarantee really simple. If by the third day you don't like this class for any reason, just email us before day 4 and we'll give you your money back. It's just that easy. The Creating Roles for Movie Stars class is a 30-day long class. You'll go through 11 lessons and 4 different videos. We'll exchange feedback at 4 different places during the program, and if you need additional feedback, you can get that for an additional fee. The price of the class is $199, and we're doing a special right now for $149 for the first 100 people that sign up. Now remember, the Movie Stars class will solve the mystery of what actors need. It will give you some instant solutions you can apply to your screenplay. It will help you to elevate your characters. It will definitely improve your reputation because your characters will be so much better. And it will increase the chance of you selling a script or winning a contest. So all you need to do in order to join us is just simply click the link and move to the next step. We would love to have you, and I promise you will be so glad that you took this program.